Hello everybody and welcome to AFR's Tier 2 race finale, title decider at Abu Dhabi. My name is Bandcamp and joining me tonight is Jacob Meister.
Good evening, everyone, and the big thing, the title decider, the two Red Bulls of Ali and Matt. So Ali leads on 306 points, and Matt leads on 292. So what needs to happen here for Matt to win is he needs to finish first and Matt be fifth or below, I think. So it'd be interesting to see how it pans out tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely very, very close. I have no idea which way it's going to go because it's always been so up and down throughout the season. I mean, anything could happen, so I wish them both the best of luck and hopefully, we get a good race out of it.
It's going to be very interesting to see if everybody just lets them sort of fight it out or if they try and win the race as well, because there is a bit of an honour thing going on, and especially with Simdogger not winning a race yet as well. I mean, he'll want to win a race before the season's over as well, possibly. So there's a lot of fast guys out there, and I mentioned last week it could play into it there. So I think we're just about to start here.
Yes, I believe we are.
Good race in Tier 1. Yes, do go check that out. I believe a lot happened and Kunai yelled a lot. It was amazing. So we just load into qualifying here.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of strategy options, I think, on the table for tonight.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see which way people go for tyre strategy. Two-stop is the main thing here. We shouldn't expect rain. It's Abu Dhabi.
Yeah. But you never know. You never know.
Has it ever happened? I don't know if it actually has ever happened.
Well, I remember it was either 2019 or 2018, and there was very light spitting towards the end of the race.
I guess it's something.
As we hear some engines firing up there in the background.
Indeed. And actually, I don't think we've had a title decider, have we, in AFR? I mean, I don't know about the earlier seasons, is the thing.
There has been.
Since Season 3, which is when we started streaming it, I don't think we've had it this close before, though.
Yeah, no. Nothing like that's being streamed.
Gotta go on board in the time to hear the revving. That is a really nice sound, to be fair.
Oh yeah. So Hobbsy is the first car out on track, closely followed by his teammate. Now Hobbsy here is on the medium tyre, Simdogger on the soft. So I wonder if there's going to be a tow involved.
Sounds like it. It's a bit interesting to play it this early into the session, I suppose, as the track will grip up over the session. So we'll see what happens here. And again, the tyre strategies you pointed out, there's a couple of different options here. And using a set of mediums, I mean, wouldn't you want to keep a spare set of mediums? Unless he's got the harder compounds, which means he has two sets of mediums. But there's a lot of things that can go on here, is the thing.
Maybe he suspects a safety car.
That's true, and it can happen. There's a couple of wee hot spots for danger. During the races, you have less and less grip with the tyres. Some of the turns, especially the high-speed ones, like in Sector 1, they become very dangerous. Very easy to spin out on. You can see mistakes. People slowing down before they start their laps, letting their tyres cool down slightly. These soft tyres can heat up pretty badly. And Hobbs is just firing away here, making sure he's got a gap on Simdogger. Simdogger now coming across the starter's flying lap. And taking a lot of curve coming into turn 1. That's the way you should be doing it, really. And flat through these next two turns, and this is where you can spin later on in the race when you do lose your grip, but here it's all flat out. And now through this wee left-right section here and then into the hairpin. Need to set yourself up to get a really good run out into the straight. And it doesn't look like he's getting a toe, so obviously just making a gap to get a lap in. DRS now. DRS into overtake. And pretty clean, braking 100 meters. Straight into this left-hander, a tiny bit of a lock on the front and left, nothing crazy though. And it's really clean through that chicane, very easy to get unsettled there as he goes to the next DRS zone. This is looking pretty good so far. Into sector 2, that's a 57.2 so far. Bigger lock up on the front left there, but it's still looking okay. Plenty of curb into this left-hander. A bit more of a technical section this part. And here we go. Very easy to misjudge your braking point here. He's done that pretty well though. Last few turns. In these curbs, he's unsealed the car. He's done pretty well though. Really riffing it. In the last couple of turns now, what time will he get? As Hobbs hits the 136.3 on the mediums. So Duggar with a 35 flat.
Not bad, not bad at all. Psycho with a 36.3.
It's Ferrari coming across. It invalidated, I'm guessing. You're going to see that a fair bit. Pretty easy to invalidate around here at times. Farmadingo 143. Skins for 135.1.
So one Red Bull exits pits while another enters.
Nancy's saying soft, medium, medium is the safe option. Soft, medium, soft is bullshit. That's pretty much it. And asking what happened to me in the tier 1 race, well, I spun out. I think that's about it. Looks like Cordino just leaving the session there. I guess he joined late.
I mean, he can still join in and load a setup, so...
Indeed. Oh yeah, 12 minutes to go. Most people finishing up their first run. Some people going around again.
Red Panda currently on a lap. Psycho getting out of the way.
Yeah, I think he invalidated first time around, and I just saw him get a bit of oversteer coming into that left, coming out of that left-hander. Sorry. Simdogger's going to hold him up here. Yeah, that was very much in the way. We'll see what time he gets anyway, coming around this last turn. He's unsettled the car here as well, but he gets a 34.8. That's a great lap.
That is first man into the 34s.
Some very good times. More loops than Fruit Loops. No, it was the spin was on my own. It wasn't a polo. I'm still reeling from it, to be honest. Focusing on the matters at hand now with 11.5 minutes to go.
This combat does a 37.3 on the hard tyre.
Ooh, hard.
Well, Combat is the guy that's going to do the alternate strategy, so I'm guessing he'll probably do a lap on the mediums, and he might just try and do medium hard.
That's interesting. I don't think I saw anyone try hards at all in Tier 1, actually.
So, Matt is coming around the last couple of corners now, about to start his first flying lap.
2 Red Bulls yet to set a lap. This is going to be pretty crucial for them.
Ooh, big lock up into turn 1.
Ooh. Yes, Matt needing to win the race.
Another big lock up.
Ooh. And Alan need to finish 5th or below for him to clinch the title. DRS zone, DRS into overtake. Some pretty high benchmarks being set already. Red Panda for 34.8, so what can Matt do? Here's Ali sets a 34.5. Hello. down the second straight now. The line you take here is so important. You can lose a bit of time here if you do it wrong. It's pretty good though. Didn't quite catch the apex there, but that's fine.
We're a little bit wide.
Very easy to go too deep into here, but again, it's done perfectly. Maybe a bit slow, but
If there's one corner you're going to take caution on in regards to braking, it's going to be that one.
yeah. Especially because the brakes tend to fade because of how hot they are going into that corner. Anyway, they're coming across. 34.8.
34.8. Ooh,
He's got time to find
very close.
9 thousandths off Red Panda? Wow.
We've got Hobbsy now on an outlap, as well as Simdogger. This time Simdogger is in front.
It might just be social distancing, I guess. It's Hobbsy 7 thousandths behind Psycho. And these guys are just so close. I just gotta say, this is like always happens. You can't separate some of these guys sometimes, honestly. Hobbsy looking to get some good points at least, I suppose.
It's a little, almost a 10th down in Sector 1.
Oh dear. Simdogger bails with by his teammate.
There was a perfect opportunity for a tow there.
Telling off the Renault drivers.
Oh dear. Cyril is going to be most displeased and post it all in the media.
Yes, band no bias at all there. As Hobbsy comes down the second straight. Video's nice and smooth, by the way. Awesome.
That's good. That's good to hear.
Awesome to hear. Bunch of yellow flags, people slowing down. Good. Anyway, Hobbsy, last corner. Ooh, a little bit sideways, but 35.8. It's an improvement. Goes into 6th.
Skins now about to come around the final corner.
He's 3 attempts up. And then some.
Ooh! Ooh!
Wow. So
anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Exactly. And that's one thing I didn't bring up, just while we were waiting to get started earlier. There is a second points fight going on for 4th place between Red Panda and Skins. I believe Red Panda's ahead, so Skins needs to finish ahead of Red Panda by a fair bit, but it's another thing to consider here as well. And there's at least a good 6 drivers that are got the same pace as each other, so it's going to be spicy this race.
Speaking of Red Pandas, he's currently on a lap.
Let's go down the second DRS straight. See what his time is for the second sector. And he's up 2 attempts. So this track must be just gripping up, I guess, and people are starting to see better times.
Track might be cooling as well.
True.
Riding the rev limiter through there and giving the wall a little tap as he goes by. Oh, and he does it. He does it. Ooh, gee.
Wow.
That's 2 100ths. Everything is looking like it's going to be a very tight qualifying once again.
I'm just amazed how he took that last turn and still got the fastest lap. That was great.
Matt now coming around the final corner, starting his second flying lap.
He's a couple of attempts behind Ali, has some time to find, especially in the last sector.
He really loves those curbs and he's been locking up a lot.
I think, I don't know if that was to do with this lap. I believe Revo said it was like a visual bug breaking on number strips. Maybe that was, maybe that's not to do with it, but anyway. Coming down the first area straight right now. It's a Ferrari, very slow. Trying to get a little bit of tow out of that, I guess. Why not? Red Panda's being a helpful teammate. Look at that.
I reckon that was a tow, actually.
I reckon that was. Yeah, that was.
That was definitely a tow. Wow. Well, we can see where the alliances are. Maybe some behind-the-scenes chatter of teammates next season, or who knows?
Ferrari and Red Bull are friends now, I guess, in this universe. Anyway, lap at hand. While that was happening, I didn't catch the sector 2 time, sadly. But Matt is the one that has to do the hard work here tonight. We've seen some crazy things happen throughout the season. Ali in Russia with Keeper and with Matt. I mean, one race is all it takes, really. Anything can happen.
Oh no! Oh, that's going to cost him.
He still improves.
He improves, but only just. Nothing to really affect anything.
Is that a bit of karma or something? Or?
Oh, well, you know, hey, he can't control what Red Panda does with his Ferrari. So
that is true.
If it is there, as you know, are you a really racing driver if you're not going to take the free tow?
Yeah, I mean, Matt's just got to continue with his lap, you know, no matter what. Like, he has to.
Stars on his first flying lap for this evening. He's been putting in a fair bit of practice, so hopefully he can get a good result for all the time he's put in during the week. He's
been really unlucky in the past races. His best result has been 6th so far, but he's got pace to go a bit further, so interesting to see what happens here. He's definitely got the pace, that's for sure. And then a bit unsettled there for the chicane. Very easy to do that once you hit the curb. Sort of throws the car off, ruins your entry into the DRS straight here. Very easy to lose time. 57.4 right now. It's on pace for a low 35. The track's evolved to probably closer to 35 flat. Zurich retires. As we get close to the end of the session. Last couple of corners now for Stars. Just keeping it clean. Just needs a time, and he gets a time, and it's 35.4. It's good for 7th.
Not bad, not bad. Now he's got some free soft tyres. Well, depending on what he's chosen. It'll be interesting to see if that pays off for him.
Don't think Matt can set another lap here, so he's going to be finishing behind Ali no matter what here.
So CK80 has just started his lap.
Yeah, he's been away, I think he was away for Brazil, but he's been pretty consistent this season around the low points places, but doing pretty well. There's always been one to consider, as Matt and Surplus both retired. Not enough time for another run. Most people on their last runs now. I think CK80's had a really good season, and is a very good improvement, to be honest. Lotus, you can't say open Lonnies, they're just too... It cracks me up every time. CK80 into sector 2. He's 2 attempts down. So we're probably not going to see an improvement here. He's currently in 11th. But people are poised to take him Combat is on the lap as well, and Saxa, so they can both improve. And the session has finished. Farmington goes over. Hobbsy's done. 35-3. He's in 7th. Next one will be Mr. Rat himself on the hard tyre. Still doesn't improve. CK80.
He improves by 4/10.
So he did find a lot of time in that last sector, sorry. Simdog is up 3 temps. 34-5,
good enough for
fourth. 7 thousands. Who's next? That'd be Saxa. He's 4 temps up currently. He's got a lot to find. He's 14th currently. Goes up to 12th. 368. This is the racing point that is Skins. He's aborted. So Big Al is next. He's 2 temps up. Close behind is Red Panda. So these are 2 top 3 drivers right now. Big Al.
Whoa, Big Al. And then Red Panda.
Was that by 1,000th?
Oh, I'm not too sure.
Oh.
I am not sure. But I'm pretty, yes. Red Panda.
I know.
Snatching pole right at the end. After Big Al did the same. Whew, 7 100ths in it. So, and Skins just a 10th behind in 3rd place. Then we have Simdogger Ali in 5th, followed by Matt in 6th place. So that's going to be interesting for those boys. Followed by Hobbsy, Stars, Psycho, and Surplus rounding out the top 10. Then we have CK, Saxa, Combat, who was on the hards the whole time, Zudix, and Farmer Dingo.
On the hards the whole time. Yeah, that's interesting.
Interesting strat.
Tires.
Yeah. I mean, he might be just expecting carnage turn 1. I mean, it is a unique left-hander. Yeah. Square left.
Not a long run down there either.
No, it's not. So I'm sure some of the boys will be pretty nervous right now.
Ali and Matt, 5th and 6th respectively as well. That's a bit further down than usual for the Red Bull boys.
Well,
so they've got some work to do, and Matt has some work to do. Remember, he's got to finish first to really have a chance here.
He does. But maybe it's just the pressure.
If Ali finishes or doesn't finish in the points, then Matt still needs to finish 4th or higher. So I don't expect that to happen, though. Is Kunai driving? No, he isn't. Sadly.
Hopefully, we should be readying up soon. Here we go.
Yep.
CK's pressed it.
He's anxious. We're all anxious. This is going to be a big crash coming up.
We've been left hanging long enough. The title decider is about to start. Coldino's made it onto the grid. Hopefully he's loaded a setup. He will be starting at the back. So Saxa and Zudix starting on the mediums. Combat persisting with the hard tyre.
Wow.
Does he know something that nobody else does?
That's interesting. Is he just trying to stay out of the way and not interfere with his teammate at all whatsoever? I mean,
well, that's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility.
Because Skins is fighting with Red Panda for 4th in the championship, but it's a minor placing. I don't. I mean, it would be nice to get 4th, but I don't see why you take this much of a length to do that. Yeah, and the hards are bad around here, as everybody was mentioned in the chat. Yeah.
Red Panda doing a Kimi Raikkonen, just going straight down.
I reckon that like all of season 3 and most of season 4, and nobody said a word on that. But it is a good point though, because you don't want those softs to be too hot. But I suppose at the restart you want to.
And you're gonna have the twisty sections at the end of the lap anyway. So there's plenty of time to get the required temperature and not take that life out of your tyre.
So these guys being out in front and Ali being further back and Matt being further back, it's really going to hurt Matt here because he's got to do a lot more work to make sure he gets enough points to finish ahead of Ali here. We don't know what will happen. We don't know what will happen going into turn 1, what will happen between the other drivers. There's going to be incidents, safety cars. It's going to be a mad race. I'm calling it already. And not just because of the track, but just because of how much tension there is here. There's a lot on the line.
And, you know, a lot of these guys, this is their first league, their first season league racing. So, you know, it's all very new and exciting.
As we all grid up. AI taking over most of the cars by now. Cordino in the McLaren, representing Williams though. Do we keep that in mind?
The last couple of cars falling into position now. So, 5 red lights. And we are racing, and Red Panda gets off the line very well, as so does Skins.
And Ali. And
there's contactors! Oh, the Renaults have come together.
Simdogger touched Ali there. Ali unharmed though. For VSC, and that's Cordino and Fambadingo. Further back down the field, and Zurdix must have been involved in some point as well.
Yeah, because he's lost places there.
Now, is there any damage on any of the cars? I'm not seeing any so far. Hobbsy's lost an end plate. Same for the other Renault. Oh no. Everyone else looks clean.
Replay did not work again.
Farmadingo, Cordino. I don't know if Zurdix has damage, but those two, the former of the two, do have wing damage. But the Renaults, that's the big thing. That's it's 2 key runners neutralised pretty much.
And yeah, they're going to have to pit for that. And they're right next to each other on track. They can't even try and space out as we go green again. Oh, and Matt under pressure from Stars. Trying the move through the chicane.
Stars isn't giving up.
No, he's not, but unsuccessful for the time being. Big Al letting Ali through. Oh, Stars! Very, very, very bold move there.
I don't think it was intentional.
No, but lucky to get away with it. And that's what I was saying about that corner. It's so easy to get the car unsettled with that downhill coming through that turn.
And I think Matt saw it coming, and it was a good idea to move away. But it's worked out. Matt holds the place. Ali's up in the third, Matt's in 5th. And Red Panda is still the leader of 228. And we have people coming to the pits now. That's Farmadingo and Cordino with their front wing damage.
Both the Renaults are electing to stay out.
Both of them. There's no miscommunication. I think they're both just going to try and let the softs last. They only have a few laps on these. I think they'd rather take the pain now rather than have to stretch out tyres later on.
All Stars is right on the gearbox of Matt. Matt trying to break the toe. Oh, is he going to send it? I reckon he's going to have a look. He goes. He has a look up the inside. But says, not right now.
Bit of a corner cut, but probably better to wait for DRS here. I mean, if Stars gets the run, of course, go for it. But you don't want to be the guy that takes out a championship contender.
Yes. Right? Imagine that. Imagine being in the title deciding fight and then being taken out as a Renault goes off the track, and that is Simdogger. And we have no camera view of it.
I missed it as well. I just saw him going around. I didn't even catch it. And his tyres are gone. He just spun again.
Yeah, we heard that.
So that solves one problem. At least they're both separate and can pit for two front wings without double stacking. But
Oh! Hobbsy's... No! Oh, what is this? Is this Bahrain?
safety car.
Oh, we have a full safety car. Hobbsy.
Most people have gone by the pits.
This is going to help Simdogger. Unfortunately, it's his teammate.
That is unfortunate. But Matt and Stars were able to pit. The others had gone by the pit lane at that point. What does this change?
Well, I think, Simdoggers, it might help him out.
Yeah. That's a
I'm not
godsend
too
for him.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Combat, I think he might suffer here.
He's got track position right now, but
I think it's going to help the soft runners, to be honest, because you could pit now and still do a double medium stint, I think.
yeah. Soft runners only really have a couple more laps before their tyres will start to fall off anyway. The softs don't last too long around here. I don't know how many laps. Is it like 6 or 7 before you start falling off dramatically and you have to pit again?
Yeah, something like that. And Cool Dino has lost it.
We were saying this has helped Matt. Well, he does avoid the fall off on the soft tyre this way.
Well, yeah, Matt snuck into the pits, so...
Same for Stars.
Oh.
Now, Surplus also pitting. Simdogger will be able to catch up as well. Thank goodness for him. Some people have gained out in the short run. Psycho's up into 5th, Saxa in 6th on mediums. CK80 up into 8th as well, and Combat in 7th, but again, question mark over those hard tyres.
So the leader's coming into the pits now.
Yeah, because once the...
Ali, 5 seconds speeding in the pit lane. Oh dear. So Combat stays out, up into 2nd place. Saxa stays out on the mediums.
Skins on hards. Is he one stop? It has to be.
They must know something. I mean, you might be able to do it. I'm also noticing Combat's throttle is staying on.
It is. Is that So anyway, Revo brought up a good point. So once the race is resumed, the soft runners would have had to pit anyway, pretty much. So
CK into 3rd on the softs, did not stop.
So he'll be one to watch here. Interesting to see if he peels off or not.
He really should have peeled off when everybody else did, and I see Skins almost going into Red Panda there.
I think he overtook him momentarily, yeah. And Zerdix into 4th. So the medium runners that started on mediums, I think, have benefited the most here, haven't they? Mediums to softs. Oh, they've still got to make 2 stops.
Well, yeah.
And the others have only got to make 1. Okay, no, I see. Yeah. This is very complex.
So we might still have one more lap of the safety car, I'm not too sure.
The big thing is, and also just I missed it, Matt is now ahead of Ali. So Matt's in 7th, Ali's in 9th. Ali's got 5 seconds hovering over him as well. Now
that could prove to be costly. I mean, we've had 2 safety cars, there's still a potential of 2 more, I believe.
Big Al also got
safety
hurt
car
there.
in this lap. So Saxa leading this train, and he is not backing them up at all. He is like, I want to get out of here.
Does his throttle get pushed? No, it doesn't, and we're back underway. And it's a really good start.
Look at that
CK.
gap that they've left to CK.
Yeah.
good strategy from Saxa there. I mean, it was a very late call that the safety car was coming in, so...
So this race was always going to be interesting, but I think it just got a lot crazier.
Red Panda getting the move done on Zudix.
It's Farmadingo. He just spun, I think. Not sure if it was an incident. Undamaged. 5 of 28. Zudix still in 5th. The big thing is Matt's in 7th. Ali's in 9th.
So Stars in between Matt and Ali at the moment. Big Al.
Big Al.
I have a suspicion that maybe Ali's picked up some wing damage.
Has he?
I don't know. We'll have a look.
I'm not getting the best camera angle for this.
No.
No, he hasn't.
No, he hasn't.
But he's slower. He's lost a bit of time to Big Al there. Just stay on board with him, I guess. Matt goes a little wide.
Oh, here we go. Oh, that was a good camera angle for that particular move.
So, not sure what's going on, but we do know Sex is the race leader, and it is laps 6 to 28. The first 3 runners, Sexa, Combat, and CK, have yet to pit. Red Panda's the first of the ones who have pit, is Big Al and Stars battle out for turn 1. They're still side by side.
All the while, Ali stuck behind with no way through. They're still side by side, these two.
This is a great battle, and good driving from both of them. I think Big Al will have to succeed from now.
But he is right on that gearbox.
This battling is terrible for Ali indeed. Like, he can't do anything about it, he's just gonna wait.
And he can't afford to really get involved because
Exactly.
if he damages his wing, you know, there's already been one safety car. As we see a McLaren going off in the background there of surplus.
Meanwhile, Red Panda, the first of the pitters, has made a really big gap on the skins. Ali making a move on Stars for 9th.
Oh, I hear a little bit of contact.
It was.
They're side by side as well.
Stars is still challenging it. Oh my god, this is amazing.
And I think I've seen Simdogger just lock up there as well.
Just lost the spot, so Ali gets the move done on Stars. DRS is enabled. Sector 3 yellow flag. That is Simdogger. He's not having a good day.
Renaults are having a shocking day.
Wow.
Big Al and Matt. Big lock up there from Matt in the Red Bull.
Stars for seconds. It's been aggressive, but it's starting to hit back on him.
Ooh, no, that's going to hurt Big Al. Getting a little bit sideways on the exit coming out of the hairpin, but he is still pretty close.
You can have a go here, yep.
He goes for that inside line. They're side by side. They touch. Helmut Marko will be freaking out right now.
Big Al gets at the DRS anyway though, and he's got the run, so. And Ali's up to 8th.
So, Big Al getting the move done.
Oh, Matt's lost an end plate.
Has he?
I just looked over and saw in the chat, and I just, wow.
I do not know when that happens.
Oh, neither. And Ali apparently has some kind of damage, especially like a lime green wing, so I think you might be right in saying that he must have had some kind of damage.
And we've been so ensued with this battle that Red Panda's made his way to the lead. Saxa still in second, Combat in third.
Red Panda for penalty though, just got it.
And fastest lap.
Of course. They both go side by side, yep.
CK80 still... Oh dear, as Matt goes very wide into turn 1. I think he's feeling the effects of that damaged wing. But CK80 still in 5th place on 7-lap-old softs. As Ali's trying the move now. Oh, they're rubbing, they're touching as someone's going around. That's Ali!
He only loses 1 spot. That could have been a lot worse.
He could have. He's still going to be there in the DRS range.
Another yellow flag. Didn't catch who it was. So, yeah, they got pretty fortunate there. Surplus makes a move on Zudix for 11th. But Ali can take his time, I think.
CK80 under pressure now from Matt. Matt knows he needs to push. He needs to get as many cars in between him and Ali as he can.
And if Ali does have damage, then this is going to be a pain with stars in front of him. And CK80 holding them both up. It's not just about getting ahead, it's about getting pit priority. You don't want a double stack here.
No, you definitely do not. And especially if you both need, or one of you need a wing change. Stars gets another time penalty as CK80 says, I'm going to come into the pits.
It's very verbose, but yes. Red Bull gives you, what was it, wings? Something like that? Ugh.
And they taketh away.
Lap 9 of 28. Red Panda is 6 seconds ahead of Saxa. 1-2 for Renault at the moment. Oh, not Renault, Ferrari at the moment. And then Combat Red and Skins both on hards. The Racing Point's 3rd and 4th.
So Ali may have the advantage back at the moment, considering he's got no damaged wing. He's right behind this train, this miniature train. So if he can get past, hopefully he can serve his 5-second time penalty and take that out of the equation.
Another train up front. Moves being done for 2nd here. And Combat goes very wide.
Big Al wanting to get in on that action as well.
This Combat tried to move on Saxa, going out of the 2nd DRS straight and just ran wide, broken too late. It's to seed that spot and a couple more with it. And this means that Matt and Stars have caught up to Combat.
They have, and they're only just behind Skins, Saxa, and Big Al. So they're all sort of slowly joining together now. Big Al is looking to make some progress on Skins. He's on mediums, they're on hards. Big Al right on the gearbox of that Racing Point.
Just got to wait for a DRS straight and get the move done as clean as he can. He tried it.
He tried it. I don't think he got any damage from it, but it was very close.
No, he didn't. No, I think he's just trying to get a bit of exit there. But... So a bit harmless, and Skins now trying to make a move for 2nd. That is a Toro Rosso, and it is Zudix around at the end of the hairpin.
So Skins gets a move under DRS. Can Saxa return serve? Is he on 9-lap-old medium, so he is on the back foot, but he is able to fend off Big Al.
Meanwhile, Matt making a move on Combat for 5th place. It's more cars between him and Ali.
Matt getting past Combat, yeah.
Well, I can't call it. This has just gone so topsy-turvy already.
And we're not even halfway yet.
3 seconds. So the gap is 14 points between Ali and Matt. I believe Matt would get 10 points in 5th. 10, 18, 14, 12, 10, 6. So he's still not really close enough.
Oh dear! Stars has hit the back of Combat right there.
I saw an end plate fall off of his car as well. And that's going to hold up Ali. He needs to make a move as soon as he can because he would have seen that end plate.
Yeah, but you can't afford to write yourself off in the
He just got
process.
off the outside. So that's another key contender pretty much out of the equation now, especially with the penalties. Stars is going to lose a fair bit of time now if he doesn't stay within DRS. And Simba is still on the recovery into 12th on the hard tyre. Skins is sorry, Red Panda's pulled out with 11 seconds on Skins. This Big L overtakes Skins for second. Lap 11 of 28. These medium runners not quite pitting yet, but they'll be coming close within a few laps. Skins can go to the end, I think. Combat Red, I don't think so. If he started on those hards, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, he did.
These medium runners have got at least one more stop to make. But really, who knows what's going to happen here?
Combat holding on to the back of Matt at the moment.
Still there, wow.
Well, Matt is kind of being held up. Well, I wouldn't say being held up, but he's very close to the back of Saxa.
He just went a bit wide there, lost a bit of time.
Oh, Matt, he's having a look. Oh, sorry, Ali's having a look at Combat. Didn't have quite enough to get the job done.
But Matt's still carrying that damage. Ali may or may not have very, very minor damage. Hope you're all enjoying this. We're nearly halfway through the title decider. Keep an eye on Matt and Ali, the two Red Bulls. They're the ones fighting it out. Matt needs to win. Ali 5th or below. There's a 14-point gap between the two. And Matt makes a move on Saxa. Does Ali make a move on Combat? No, he doesn't.
He tries the Danny Rick move of when he overtook Sebastian at Monaco, but wasn't quite able to get it done. Not Monaco, Monza, sorry.
You can tell Ali is being held up by Combat right here. They're so close.
Oh, he's having a look around the outside. Stars is right there. He hasn't given up.
Stars is still going. He's still there. I totally forgot about him for a second. He's got a lot of pins at this point as well. Ali's got 5 seconds of pins as well. For those who missed it, speeding in the pit lane. So that's another thing to factor in here. If the field stays this tight, because remember surplus is on the back of the
we see Psycho going off there.
It's one less person to consider, but I mean, how much wings he lost? Quite a lot. It's orange wing.
Ali is trying his best to get past Combat. I think he's done it. He has for the moment, but Combat gets a very good exit. I think he actually bumped the back of Ali there, which unsettled his car. Now Star's trying to make his way through.
And he does.
And he does.
So as long as there's all this fighting behind Ali needs to shake these guys behind him. Because this train has just kept going on and on, but with Stars with damage and Combat with hard tyres, I think Ali can make a 5-second gap to the cars behind him.
Does Saxa have any damage?
Doesn't look like it. Although he's on older mediums, but I doubt that'd be why he's going so slowly.
No, I don't think he's going so slowly because he hasn't stopped? Or he stopped,
He
no, he
would've
hasn't
stopped.
stopped. Yeah, no, he hasn't stopped, so he's out of sync compared to those around him.
So chat just talking about Ali serving his pin in the pits or not. As Matt and Saxa both take the curbs, the bumpy side of the road. As Mac 3 seconds, that's big.
Ooh, that is big.
So
And that is
end up serving
not
it-
something that you're likely to get removed. Whereas Ali can serve his 5-second time penalty.
One name I wasn't expecting to bring up, but he's right up there now after changing his tyres or wings on lap 1. Surplus is now challenging these guys with damage and hard tyres.
Yeah.
Just needs to get a better finish here. He's right on par in terms of tyres. He's got no damage. So the big thing is before all that stuff happened with Psycho, so will Ali have to serve his pen under the pits or not? Same for Matt. So we have to keep an eye on them, see if that happens or not, because it's out of their control if it does happen.
I mean, I know you can't serve a drive-through.
Yeah. Matt goes very wide.
Oh.
Does he succeed that?
Oh, they almost come together. I think Matt really starting to struggle now.
Does he pit?
He's can't even keep it on the track at the moment. I think he is. No, he's staying out.
What's happening?
Oh, as we see McLaren going into the wall.
Don't tell me.
Oh,
It is surplus.
That's
Come on, I
unfortunate.
hyped it up. I hyped it up and everything.
Commentator's curse, my friend.
Typical. I apologise from the bottom of my heart. Lap 15 or 28. Let's continue. So, Big Al's made back some of that gap on Red Panda. It was 10 seconds. Now it's gone down to 8.5, roughly. Needs to go down quicker, though. That's what that fresh air can give you, though. Skin's still holding third, and then Ali and Matt 4th and 5th. Pretty much how it was at the start. Saxa still in 6th, Stars, Combat Red, CK80 in the points, and Surplus still after that incident. He's got a lot of damage, so we have to pit, but still in the points for now. And Stars making a move in Saxa for 6th place. Just, yeah, Matt really needs to pit, like, as soon as he can. As Zudix gets 3 seconds. I think Matt's too worried about his medium tyres, to be honest. It might be why he's staying out. And Red Panda gets 5 seconds as he enters the pits as well. Big Al stays out. He wants to try and overcut. Tyre isn't a worry. Yeah, that's just the only reason I can think of Matt staying out. Yeah. So Panda's on 8 seconds now. That's pretty much the gap between him and Big Al before they pitted. We still have this train going on for 6th place here. Stars, Saxa in combat. Matt's lost a lot. He's stayed out. He's lost a lot of time now. He's 5 seconds behind Red Panda and Ali. I've got to be frank. The championship is slipping away the longer he stays out.
Yeah. I mean, he might be hoping for another safety car, but
You can't call it. You just can't.
this combat makes his way past Saxa.
Sax's probably just struggling on the mediums.
I don't understand his strategy. What's his plan?
There is pressure to consider as well. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
easy.
Oh, no, I'm not doubting that, but is he trying to do a one-stop to softs or something? Not sure.
I don't think he used mediums when he was in quali, so he should have the spare set of meds.
Oh, and Combat Rat has hit the back of Stars and lost his right end plate.
No, that's not all that bad because he can just put on mediums. He loses a few seconds, sure, but I mean it's in his window at least.
As Matt makes a call, yeah.
Big Al, where does he come out in relation to Red Panda? Well, he's really good by actually. So Skin's also blinking. Saxes are also in. Yeah, Matt was switching to softs, that's exactly the call. But 11 laps on those soft tyres.
And Big Al comes out of the pits just ahead of Stars.
Well, Ali must be doing the same thing as Matt then. Yeah, it's got to be a gamble to get ahead of Ali. That's exactly it. I think.
Gonna have to lick that stamp.
He was 6 seconds behind. Oh, he's come out behind Simdogger as well. That's no good. That's just very unfortunate, that one. But yeah, he had at least 6 seconds to find. I think Simdogger just let him by there.
And Matt at least getting some DRS out of it.
Some compensation. So, Red Panda in the lead now. He can go to the end of these tyres. Ali is next. He's still got a pit, but Big Al is effectively second. Stars has get the pit as well. So Skins is effectively third. You'd have to go back to Saxa, who would be 4th place, and Matt, who would be 5th.
I think Ali's coming into the pits. Yes, he is. Let's see if he gets a wing change.
True, because yes, Matt would have had that wing change as well, yeah.
Doesn't look like it, but he is serving his time penalty, so there is
5
that.
seconds. And that's mediums. So the one way that Matt could have gained time back on Ali is going to happen. If Ali had gone onto softs, then he wouldn't have been able to, because they would have broken on the same tyre, same pace. So Ali comes out behind CK80, who, I mean, I very crazy if he gets to the end on those tyres, but he loses a lot of time. So.
I think Ali's just going to make that move now.
Yeah. Ali will finish it on track with pins. Well, Ali served as 5 second in the pit stop, so yeah. So there's still 10 laps to go here, but Ali in 4th, Matt in 8th. I don't see how Matt's going to get this. Yeah.
No, he needs a game changer, like a safety car or something.
There's still a couple of battles going on. There could still be a safety car. Stars gets another 3 seconds. Once people get into a flow around here, you'll find that there won't be any safety cars. People will just be in their rhythm.
Yeah.
Big Al sets the fastest lap.
37.7.
Commentators not cursed. That's my job, not to curse people. Oh yeah, now we've brought it up, there will be a safety car next lap. Okay, bold call from White, let's see if it happens. Back 19 hours, CK does come into the pits. He does go into mediums. Softs could probably go up, but I don't think he might not have had a spare set. So Red Panda still way out in front, 7 seconds. He's got 8 seconds of pins. I don't know if he served 5 seconds. Well, he wouldn't have served 5 seconds in the pit lane because he just entered the pit lane. But there is that to consider. Big Al in 2nd, Skins 3rd, Ali 12 seconds behind Skins is in 4th, Stars in 5th. And Matt on the soft tyre is looking to crawl up. He's currently in 6th. Saxa 7th, Psycho 8th, Combat in 9th. And Simdogger, how low? He's in the points. So close.
Speaking of that, Combat just getting past Psycho.
Matt can get Ali got third as a push. Possibly. There's a lot of time to find though, and he's got to get by Stars as well. So he's got to find 7 seconds. He's got to compensate for the tire dig, and he's got to get past Stars. It's a mammoth task. And even if he does get by Ali, he's got to make spots up
and get them in between him. So
if there was a safety car, then for Matt to pass everybody, Ali would be in 5th, and the prophecy would be fulfilled. But the surplus gets 3 seconds. And Matt does have 3 seconds as well, yes, that's true. Yes, and there's still the gap after Matt gets past Stars. So right now, it's everyone's sort of spread out, everyone's just sort of chilling, doing their own thing. And it is the last race of the season. I guess everybody just want to have a bit of fun, just sort of try and get to the end here. 8 laps to go. Oh, I missed that message. And the top 6 will all spin. in an ideal world, it would make things a lot more interesting, wouldn't it?
So Matt has caught the back of Stars now.
Damn, that's going to be quicker up here.
And he's got the inside line, he's got the move done. Says thank you very much. Now, 7 seconds to gap to Ali.
Looks like a second a lap. And his softs are like a few laps away from being dead. We'll see what happens, I suppose.
Oh
Matt,
dear, oh dear.
No, that's not going to affect where he finishes here. Maybe on Saxa. I think Saxa hasn't got any pins. He may have one. But Matt's on 6 and Stars is on like even 9 or 12, I forget.
But it's just, you know, meaning more and more it's leaning towards one way than the other.
I won't say it's over yet, Sphinx. If a safety car comes out for the next lap or so, maybe. But like,
yeah, there's also a cutoff for the safety car as well, and there's a big lock up there from that.
Yeah, and Star's still hanging on in DRS range. You know, Surplus making a move on Zurich as he comes into the pits.
Yeah, well, Matt's softs will start to teeter off around about now.
Yeah, I think the safety car would actually hurt Matt because he's got pins hanging over him, yeah.
True.
But it's been a good season for the 2 Red Bull drivers. It's been very much it's been very dominating for the Red Bull boys.
Yes, yes. Helped them get across the line for the constructors the combined constructors championship.
I don't think it's been updated since Mexico, but yeah, they're well on their way on that. So I mentioned the fight for 4th between Red Panda and Skins. So Red Panda was 13 points ahead of Skins, so Red Panda will secure 4th place with this.
He will.
So as things stand, with the points champs, Ali will finish 1st, Matt 2nd, Big Al in 3rd place, Red Panda in 4th, Skins in 5th, Combat Rat would finish in 6th, Neville, who hasn't raced since Belgium, will finish in 7th, that's pretty big in my opinion, and Saxa will finish in 8th, Simdugger in 9th, having only raced from Singapore onwards, and Zurich will be in 10th with this race.
Very interesting.
Tell me how someone gets 7 wins in the season but comes 4th in the standings. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 wins, team it, come on. Get your numbers right. But yes, Red Panda's had a really good season. Just marred by a few unlucky races, I suppose, and a few retirements as well. You did have technical issues in Japan as well. The Red Bull boys have been a lot more consistent, and it's really shown. And you can also extend it to Big Al, who's finished on the podium since Singapore for the rest of the season, pretty much.
And since Matt has gotten past Stars, he is now losing time to Ali.
That's what impressive.
The gap was 7 seconds. It's now 8.6.
Jeez. So Tier 1 drivers will drop to Tier 2 next season. We still have to work that out, but it's we planned it out to be the top 2 from Tier 1 and the bottom 2 from Tier 1 to swap over. I think I wrote that right.
The bottom 2 from Tier 1 and the top 2 from Tier 2.
Okay,
but
there we go.
That's a rough guideline. Things will be discussed at the end of the season. We'll work all that out.
So I think 15 seconds of pins while that was being explained. It's pretty hefty. Down 13th though. No real loss. So lap 23 to 28. Last few laps to go. Stars and Matt really pretty much the only ones fighting it out right now.
Yeah. And both on different tyres. I think it's starting to go a bit more in Star's favour at the moment as Zudix retires.
It looks like a rage quit in all honesty. Yeah, a lot of pins and he's down near the bottom, so... And being that far down I suppose, but oh well.
That is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Lap 24 of 28.
So there's another battle going on here, just sort of in secret. So for the lead, Red Panda has 5 seconds over him, and I don't know if he has another 3 seconds, we'll have to check. But Big Al, if he can bring that gap down by another 1.5 seconds, then he will get the win. So something to keep an eye on there. Just check the pins actually.
Also, if you are enjoying the racing that's going on, and you haven't clicked that follow button, then please do so. Also, you can hit that subscribe button, which helps us bring you better content and graphics and websites and whatnot. So yeah, anything you could do to help us out, that'd be great.
And I just did a quick check. Red Panda has another 3 seconds on him as well.
Oh really?
So I don't. Did he get a 5 second early? I actually don't see it. So let me just double check to be sure.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Yeah, I think he did. Just double check to make sure he did get 3 seconds. It's scouring. So he's got 8 seconds of pins. Yes. So Big Al is currently going to win the race at this rate.
Ooh, spicy.
I'm sure Big Al will appreciate that. How many wins does he have? Let me check. That would be his 4th win of the season, and he's going to finish 3rd from it.
So Stars was able to get that move done.
Yes, he will lose the spot out to Matt come the end due to pins. Samdog is still going on 17 lap old hards. Kind of sucks, not gonna lie.
Well, he must be committed. So close to the end now, you just stick it out.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Yeah. Yeah, that may help him get a better car choice for next season if we go down that road.
Potentially. Let's see. Oh, though he needs 29 points. He's only got 1 right now.
Is he at risk of losing any places?
Nay. Well, the one behind him is Kuno 0, so unless Kuno can pull something out of the bag here, I don't think it's going to happen tonight. Matt's hanging on to stars in the DRS range. Is this DRS open? Matt's got a DRS failure.
He does.
Wow. That's unfortunate.
Very.
It just feels like rubbing salt in the wound.
Saxa in combat.
Ooh, something happened. Hang on. I think I just saw a bit of cutting of that wee chicane after.
Yeah, I switched to them and I think they went a little bit wide. I think they may have had a bit of a coming together. I'm not entirely sure.
Saxa on the older softs. They're going to be pretty second hand by now. They've both not got any damage, so. Is it like real life? If a Red Bull performs bad, they get put into a Toro? So not really. It's just, I believe the championship standings decide who picks the car first, pretty much.
Yeah.
And if there was any doubt about the amount of pins that Red Panda has, Big Al is pretty much close to the 5 seconds now, but Big Al should have him on pins here, assuming nothing else happens. Skin's 14 seconds behind, another 9 back to Ali, 14 more back to Stars. It's amazing how close they were in qualifying and all that, and then they just spread out during the race.
Yeah.
A lot can happen, and a lot did happen tonight.
Combat going for the move up the inside.
Combat gets it done, and Saxa will be struggling on those soft tyres. Just trying to keep it on the road right now.
Can he stay close enough in this DRS zone to make a move? He's trying. Oh, a little bit of contact, but no damage. Oh, he's gone wide. He's into the wall. Oh, lucky not to lose a wheel there.
Yeah. I was going to say, it's the one part of the car that you probably wouldn't lose any parts off of apart from the wheel.
Unfortunate there for Saxa. Now
can hold
Psycho
together.
right behind him.
Yeah, exactly.
Simdogger. Well, there's still a full another lap to go, so Simdogger may be in with the sniff here.
Saxa's tyre temperature should be fine by about now, but Psycho's made the move already. And if Saxa are shocking that much, I don't want to know how Matt's doing, because honestly, those softs will be very second hand. As the chat is now singing foot loose, well, it's something to do. It's Big Al gets 3 seconds. No, he's still fine though. He's still fine. That means he needs a 5-second gap. Within 5 seconds of Red Panda, he's got that. So Red Panda comes across to start the last lap. This is looking like your finishing order with Big Al and Red Panda swapped around, of course. And Matt should finish ahead of Stars. But some drivers have put in a really good performance over the past few races, and this race as well. People like Stars, Hobbsy, Simdogger, the ones that came in late, have shown some really good pace. If they do come over for the new game, which I assume they will, then they're going to be ones to look out for next season, definitely.
Simdogger all over the gearbox of Saxa at the moment.
Who would have thought 20 lap old hards and putting them to good use? But
Saxa, yeah, he's struggling a lot with that damaged wing and those very old softs. I don't think he's going to be able to do much from here. He may even be at risk of losing a place to CK and losing out on the points altogether.
Oh, that'd be something. But Red Panda, third sector, he just went a little bit wide last few turns, but Big Al should have him on pins. As Red Panda comes around that last couple of turns.
Great drive from Red Panda. comes across the line and takes that victory with 5-second penalty. He loses that to Big Al, who takes a win with a less number of penalties, followed by Skins coming around the final corner now, taking that final podium for the season. And the Tier 2 Drivers' Champion crosses the line in 4th place. Stars, after a very up and down race, 5th place. He'll be happy with that.
For sure. And Matt, what could have been, but...
Yes, Matt, indeed, what could have been. But he does jump Stars, so there's something. Combat also jumps Stars.
I didn't see that, man.
And Psycho now around the final corner. Takes 8th place. Simdogger in 9th.
You're a tough race.
Saxa, CK80 into the final corner. Oh, CK goes wide. Oh, they hit. Oh, no, don't tell me so. Oh.
He reverses over the line?
Oh.
Yes.
What was that finish?
CK, no.
Oh. Oh, it was on for young and old there.
Anyway, Drivers' Champ. Not on the podium, but congratulations.
Just missing out on the podium. But congratulations to Big Al, taking home the points. I think he may have also got fastest lap. Maybe.
Yes, he did.
He did, so taking the maximum points in the final race. Well done to you, sir. Red Panda, another good race. And Skins as well. Good to be on the podium there. So then we have Ali, like we said, the new Tier 2 Drivers' Champion, finishing P4. Well done to you, great season. Matt just missing out. Interesting battle, but finishes in 5th place, followed by Combat, Stars, Psycho, and Simdogger with Saxa, rounding out the top 10. Very interesting final corner with Surplus and CK80 there. Farmer Dingo and Zudix with Cordino and Hobbsy DNFs. Whew. Wow. What a season. What a season.
Indeed.
Well, I hope everyone has enjoyed that. This is the end of our tiered series for this game. However, we will still be doing something on Fridays that will go right up to the launch of the 2020 game, and Sundays we'll be streaming some form of racing, whether it be F1 or something like that. And we also will be entering a couple of cars in the iRacing Le Mans 24 hour. So I hope you can join us for that. Thank you for joining us throughout the season. My name's Bandcamp, and joining me tonight's been Jacob Meister, and we will see you guys later.
Take care.